Today is day 3 of the 90 days trading challenge I started 3 days ago. And I did this because it is often said that 90% of traders lose their account within 90 days. And this year, we don't want to be part of that statistics. So I'm willing to try out how far I can go in the next 90 days. Am I going to make it, or am I going to just blow the account in the middle of the challenge? Another reason why I'm really doing this is because 2 years ago, in January 2024, I remember just less than 6 months knowing about trading or getting into trading. I remember starting a trading account with $10 and trading that for a whole month, where at the end of the month of January, I've been able to trade that $10 into $100. And this time I'm willing to bring that back, not just for a month now, but for the next 90 days and test my capabilities in the market. I've previously done that, but this time I want to go in on, you know, to be able to test my limit this time. And in the first 2 days, my setup didn't show up as I was waiting for a particular setup on USD Uh, Earlier this morning, a trade opportunity showed up, which I'm currently on, and this is the analysis of the trade. So right here on USDJPY, we've recently seen a break of structure that was earlier this week, a break of structure of this higher low point, which came on Monday. So I've been looking forward to a break of structure, knowing so well that overall we're still on an uptrend. And on H4, you can clearly see that this is the previous lower high that we had, which was broken, and we had a retest. So right here, knowing that this break is just a sort of retest overall. So on the H1, majorly I just focus on H1 honestly. So knowing that okay, if at all in all possible scenarios, if anything happen, price can keep going down. But for the most part, I just place this blue line on the previous lower high. So waiting for price to break. Price was just consolidating through all of this place throughout Tuesday and Wednesday. So upon the break this morning with this candle, I got in around here when price retraced to this point. Simply because I know that okay, this point has been broken, and again it was a healthy candle close above the recent lower high. That was why I was confident with the break of structure. And if at all, even if price had come back to eat me out of this trade, I'll still be fine because I did several things, which is number one, waiting patiently for the setup. Number two, I had my stop loss in place. And number three, I just followed my strategy because there are times that price will close with this one candle and can keep going up from there. So the I followed my strategy. So if at all price come back to push me back down, I'm still good. So right now we're still rallying around the entry point and in a little bit of drawdown. So that's just the analysis. It's just pretty simple. It's just that simple. My trading strategy is not so hard to comprehend. It only takes time and discipline. On this trade, I'm risking just 30 pips, which is about less than $2 with 0.01. So I'm trying to apply proper risk management on this, being a $15 account. Majorly, for every trade, I'm risking 20% of the account because if you look at it, being a very small account, you can't really do much on it. But I believe with 0.01 or risking 20% of the account, it can really go a long way. So imagine having a 1 to 3. Basically, what I'm targeting on this trade is most likely a 1 to 3 risk to reward. But it's all based on probability and nothing is guaranteed. Sometimes it can be really sort of tempting in terms of being a swing trader like me, because most times you can wait for days without seeing setup. And I remember sometime in October, that was when I feel October of 2025 was one of the best year yet, where yeah, I traded good in terms of trading. So it was the best month for me in 2025. And I remember one I remember one philosophy that stuck with me then, which is I believe that the market will always give me at least one opportunity every single week, which is even if I don't have a setup for from Monday till Thursday, most likely on Friday I'll get a setup and I'll take it, even if it's towards evening. I'll take it and keep the trade to run through the weekend. So right now I'm bringing that philosophy back because for me to be able to wait for my setup, and on this trade in particular, it was kind of tempting wanting to trade from the resistance sort of, because it was holding. But I know so well that this is not my strategy, this is not my setup, because I've had that haunt me once before. So I'm like, on this challenge, all we are waiting for is the setup. And I know that even if it looks perfect, even if it looks like, okay, yes, this is the right setup, this is the strategy, anything can still go wrong. Like, the market can be predicted 100% of the time, but for as long as you know that you have an edge, that's a good thing for me. Knowing that, okay, I know that this strategy work and it has an edge, so I will just take it anyways, which is the reason why I just waited for this setup to play out the way it did, and I took advantage of it. So let's see how it goes the next few hours or maybe days. So let's see. Well, for now, this is day 3. So we still have 7 more days to go. So hopefully we make it, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.